I chose the book Circling the Sun by Paula McLean. I was originally drawn to the book because she wrote a previous bestseller called The Paris Wife that was based on the life of Ernest Hemingway's first wife, Hadley. And I really enjoyed that book, so I thought I'd give this one a go. Circling the Sun is the fictional account of a real person as well. It's the fictional account of the life of Beryl Markham, who was the first woman aviator to fly west across the Atlantic solo in an airplane. She did that in 1936. There was a lot of research that went into writing this book, you can tell, although the plot does not really focus so much on the historic flight, but on her childhood and her coming of age in 1920s Africa. And in fact, if you're a fan of Karen Blixen's Out of Africa, who hasn't seen that film with Meryl Streep and Robert Redford and the wonderful Nagong Hills, that's exactly the setting in which Beryl Markham grew up in. Her father was a horse trainer. He owned a large farm in the savannah, but she was without her mother. So what happened was she basically made herself at home in the hills with the children there, the tribal children there. She learned Swahili. She learned how to run around barefoot through the thorns, the land, how to go on safari, everything. She had a very wild and, by our standards today, reckless childhood, no helicopter parents in sight. Like her father, she decided to become a horse trainer, a racehorse trainer, for the thriving British protectorate in Nairobi. However, there were a few barriers since no women had ever become a successful trainer. So the novel documents her extreme feminism, and yet it's couched in terms that make it seem as if it's just what she needs to do to be Beryl. If you're a fan of rich description, evocative description of place, I highly recommend this novel. I believed I was there. I could absolutely see the incredible hills, the savannas, the dust of the racetrack, the shining flesh of the horses. I could see everything perfectly. And I also believed the drawing of the character of Beryl and all the others. It's extremely difficult to write from somebody's point of view. This was written in the first person point of view, but I find it completely believable. And yes, you do meet Karen Blixen and Denise Finch Hatton, as they were actually friends in real life. I'm going to leave the rest of it up to you. Like Beryl, you need to go on safari and discover this wonderful book. Once again, the novel is Circling the Sun by Paula McLean, and I know we've got at least